All right, guys, this is Module 2, Lesson 23, Math Notes. And again, remember I told you that I wrote these math notes last year, and so I have my students from last year's names on here. This is our warm-up application problem, and I have my old student Brody's name, but I'm going to cross that out, and I'm going to change it to Isaiah, just because I can't. I'm going to do Isaiah. There we go. All right. You do not have to write down this this story problem, but I do want you to write down the work that we're going to do. And if you want to draw a cute picture of the goat, you can. Going ahead and getting started, our warm-up today says, Isaiah loves his pet goats. He decides to make a pen for all of his pet goats. The area of his goat pen is 256 square feet. The length of his goat pen is 8 feet. How wide is his goat pen? So again, remember we are working on, when we're doing story problems, we are circling the numbers and underlining what it's asking us to do. Oh, sorry. In this particular case, it says we need to find out how wide the goat pen is, given the area and the length. So I went ahead and I drew an image. I would like you to draw this image out for me. And I drew the pen for the goats because Isaiah loves his pet goats, okay? The area is 256 and the length is 8, and we need to find the width, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to have to use the formula for area that I know you guys were briefly introduced to last year. The formula for area is area, or A, equals length times width, okay? So I'm going to do my length times my width, and that's going to get me my area. However, I don't have the width. I only have the length. So instead, what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to plug it in. Gosh, I'm sorry, guys. I don't know why I'm yawning all of a sudden. I need to plug in the information that I do have. So I do have the area. So I'm going to write down 256 equals, okay, I don't have that length, but I have the width, and that is 8. So I know in order to find my length, I need to multiply something by 8 to get my 256. Well, I know that the opposite of multiplication is division. Just like the opposite of addition is subtraction, the opposite of division is multiplication. So when I have a multiplication problem, when I need to figure out what I need to multiply by to get a product, I can just divide that division by, or that quotient by one of the factors in the multiplication problem. So I can just go ahead and divide 256 by 8, and that will give me what that missing answer is right there for my length. So over here in the corner, because they have more room over here, I'm going to draw my little house. I'm going to put my 256 inside of it. And I'm going to put my 8 on the outside of it. Now, 8 can go into 2 0 times. So I'm going to put a 0 right there. 8 can go into 25 3 times. Because I know 8 times 3 is 24. So I can subtract 24 from 25. And 25 minus 24 is 1. Okay. Now I need to bring down this 6. How many times can 8 go into 16? I can go in there 2 times. Okay. 8 times 2 is 16. Subtract 16. 16 minus 16 is 0. My final quotient is 32. So that means that my length of my goat pen, or of Isaiah's goat pen, is 32 feet. So I'm going to write down length equals 32 feet. I'm going to go ahead and circle that. There we go. All right. Again, remember the opposite of multiplication is division. So if I have a multiplication problem with the missing factor, with the product in one factor, all I need to do is divide the product by the factors to get that missing factor. All right, guys, I'm going to now go to my next math page here. We only have 2 math problems together today. We have the estimation, solve, and check process. So we're going to go ahead and get started. We have 6,247 divided by 29. And again, if I'm going too fast, rewind it, pause it, slow it down, do whatever you need to do. But my 29, I'm going to round that 29 to my nearest 10, which is going to be 30. Oops, put my pen here. It's going to be 30. Okay. Now, I know 30 can go into 6. So I'm just going to round that 6,247. I'm just going to round it to 6,000. Make it easy on myself. Okay, my comma kind of got overlapped there. There we go. Now I need to cross out the zeros that they share. They share 1 0. And I know 6 or 3 can go into 6 2 times. There's 2 zeros left over. So 200 is my final estimation there. All right, now we're going to go in and we're going to solve this answer. So I'm going to draw my little house right here. I'm going to have 29 on the outside, 6,247 on the inside. Okay, now how many times can 29 go into 6? Well, it can't, so I'm going to put a 0 right there. How many times can 29 go into 62? I know it can go in there 2 times. 29 times 2 over here. My math is going to be kind of messy. I'm going to be all over the place. Okay. 2 times 9 is 18. 8, carry the 1. 2 times 2 is 4. Plus 1 is 5. So that's 58. So I'm going to subtract 58 from 62. Okay. Make this 2 a 12. Make this 6 a 5. 12 minus 8 is 4. 5 minus 5 is 0. Bring down my 4. I know that 29 can go into 44 1 time. Subtract 29. Make this 4 14. Make this 4 3. 14 minus 9 is 5. 3 minus 2 is 1. Now I need to bring down this 7. So now I have, how many times can 29 go into 157? That's a pretty big number. Now I don't really know. I'm just going to guess. I'm going to say 3 times. I don't know. Let's try 4 times. So over here I'm going to do 29 times 4. Okay. 4 times 9 is 36. 6, carry the 3. 4 times 2 is 8. Plus 3, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's 116. I could probably do another group of 29 in there. Let me add another group of 29 to see what I get. 9 plus 6 is going to get me 15. 5, carry the 1. 2, 3, 4. 145. That's as close as I can get to 157. So I'm going to go ahead and say it can go in there 5 times. Okay. And I know 29 times 5 is 145. So I'm going to subtract 145. Kind of all over the place here. And I know 7 minus 5 is 2. 5 minus 4 is 1. 1 minus nothing is 0. Or 1 minus 1 is nothing. My final quotient, or my remainder, is 12, which is less than my divisor. So 215, remainder 12. Now I need to check my work. So I'm going to go over here and I'm going to multiply 29 by 215 and add 12. So I'm going to do 215 times 29. I have 9 times 5 is 45. 5, carry the 4. 9 times 1 is 9. Plus 4 is 13. So I'm going to do 3, carry the 1. 9 times 2 is 18. Plus 1 is 19. Now I need to drop my 0 on my turtle egg. 2 times 5 is 10. 0, carry the 1. 2 times 1 is 2. Plus 1 is 3. 2 times 2 is 4. Add all this up. I've got 5, 3, 9, 10, 11, 12, 2, carry the 1, 4, 5, 6. I need to add my 12. This is a long problem here. 5 plus 2 is 7. 4, 2, 2, 6. 6,200. Oh, Lord have mercy. There we go. 6,247, which is my original dividend. So I know my final quotient of 215, remainder 12, is correct. That was a long one. That took up a lot of space. That took up quite a bit of room. So yes, same process that we've been using, just a little bit longer of a problem. We're going to go down here and check out the bottom one here. I'm going to kind of erase this just so I can give myself a little bit more room. So if you needed to rewind that to get those numbers, feel free. But I just need to give myself a little bit more room here. Okay, let me do this. Alrighty. I'm actually going to pause this video. I'm running out of time and come back for part 2.